Good morning, everybody. Today we will see the charge formation in the cloud and mainly the theories behind the charge formation of the cloud. Okay. So first, the theory which we are going to see today is the Wilson's theory of charge separation. Okay. So what does Wilson's theory of charge separation assumes? Okay. So here the Wilson's theory, here it is based on that. Here we know that in atmosphere large number of ions are present in the atmosphere. Okay, so many of these ions, both positive and negative ions, are there. So these ions which present in the atmosphere, it attach themselves to form small dust and water particle. Okay, and also the Wilson's theory is having an assumption that the electric field is exist in the earth atmosphere. Okay, so the field which is existing in the earth atmosphere, it will be directed towards the earth, downwards towards the earth. Okay, it is going downwards towards the earth. Okay, so as it is increasing, so the field, the intensity of the field will be around 1 volt per centimeter. So what about the intensity of the field? So so before going into the theory, we have to see certain assumptions. Okay, so what about the assumptions? We are having many number of ions are present in the atmosphere. Okay, so ions are there in the atmosphere. Okay, and what about that? So these ions, what they will do, they attach themselves, these ions attach themselves to form dust and water particles. Okay, so these ions attach themselves to form dust and water particles. And also we have the electric field is present in the atmosphere. Okay, so this electric field, it is having the intensity of 1 volt per centimeter. 1 volts per, this electric field intensity is having the intensity of 1 volt per centimeter at the surface of the earth, and it gradually decreases. Okay, 1 volt per centimeter in the surface, and it decreases, and it decreases towards 0.2 volt per centimeter, 0.2 volt per centimeter. Okay, is it clear? So these are the assumptions which we are, these are the assumptions which we are having. So this what we are having, the many number of ions are present in the atmosphere. So before going into the theory, let us have the assumptions clear. So these ions attach themselves to form dust and water particles, and also we are having the electric field. Third point, electric field intensity, and also we are having the electric field intensity is there. So what about the electric field intensity? The electric field intensity, that intensity gradient is around 1 volt per centimeter, and as the distance is decreasing, what will happen? As it is decreasing, the voltage is only about 0.02 volt per centimeter. Okay, and what we are assuming here, relatively we are assuming a raindrop is falling in this field. Okay, falling in this electric field. So once the raindrop is falling in this electric field, it also become polarized. Okay, so it is becoming polarized, and it acquires negative charges at negative charge and at the top, and positive charges at the bottom. Okay, so here in the diagram you can see, so here you can see, so these rain droplets are forming. So this is the water droplet, so electric field is present here. So what is happening? So this, once the water droplet is coming towards the air, so what is happening? The negative charges is occurring at the top, and at the bottom we are having the positive charges. The positive charges are at the lower side of the raindrop. Okay, so what will happen? These positive charges, this lower part of the water droplets, it will be attracting the negative charges from the atmosphere. These negative charges in the atmosphere we are having abundantly. Okay, so these negative charges are present in the atmosphere abundantly. So what will happen? So these positive charges will attract these negative charges, leaving a positive charges in the air. Okay, and what will happen to the air movement? The upward motion of the air current, it will tend to carry the clouds. Okay, once it is tending to carry the cloud, the small what happened to the smaller water droplets in the wind can blow against gravity. Okay, and heavier droplets which are negatively charged settle at the base of the cloud. Okay, and we are having that when the cloud is coming, so that is what the theory is explaining. Okay, so when it is coming to the cloud, what will happen? It always, this negative charges accumulate at the negative, that is the rain droplets charges. Okay, so this accumulate in the lower base of the cloud, and in the top we are having the positive charges. Okay, so what about that? So here now the charge has been separated. Okay, so both positive and the negative charges which are mixed up producing an essential neutral space charge. Okay, which is now being separated. So according to Wilson's theory, what about that? Larger negative charge droplets settle at the base of the cloud, and smaller positively charged drops which will be settling at the upper portion of the cloud. Okay, so the lower base of the cloud is negatively charged. So we can see in the diagram. So this is what Wilson's theory. So what about his? The lower base, you are having the negatively charged particles, and upper base we are having the positively charged particles. Okay, so this is about the Wilson's theory of charge separation. Okay, thank you all.